People make up their mind to do business with you within the first 7 seconds of meeting you, okay? The thing is, if you want to get your customers' attention, okay, listen to this, is so important. If you want to get your customers' attention, what you want to do is say their name, okay?
You get the money is also important, and followers is great. You figured that out, so maybe you can teach us that, okay? But when it comes to making money, a sale is something you need to learn, has more things than just getting followers out there.
Let's say that you're following up with somebody for like the 7th time, okay? And they're sick of hearing from you. You know that, Okay, but here's what you want to do. This has worked for me 99 times out of 100. When you get them on the phone, hi, Cheryl, this is Dave from XYZ Company, and you can sense them going, that guy again, But here's what you want to do. You go, Cheryl, say the person's name, forgive my persistence, please.
All right. Thank you so much for joining me today. This is Ashish Janiani. And if you are coming on this channel for the first time, you're welcome as an entrepreneur, as a business professional, or as a salesperson. This is where we interact with the best minds on this planet who've been doing sales, who've been teaching sales, and who've helped create millions, if not billions. So some of them have helped create billions of dollars in revenue from some of the biggest organizations and the best sales professional through the best sales professional on this planet. And it's a privilege to be their host and to have a chance to interview them and get insights so that you and I can improve our sales game. So I want you to take notes when you watch these interviews. And I have a very special guest today that I want to let you know about. His name is David Cook. He is well, this man is outstanding. He's fun, he's jolly, and when you go through the session today, the interaction that I've had with him, you're going to enjoy it as much as I enjoyed interacting with him. Just so much energy this guy has. And his book, all right, How to Be a Great Salesperson by Monday Morning, is what we will primarily be speaking about, which you can pick up from anywhere. We'll get into the insights of books, but it's a very valuable read. So when I interviewed Dave, I found a lot of value in this book. And this man, he's been awarded multiple times. He's been a trainer, he's been a coach for 30 years. And if I could tell you a few things about him, okay, his awards include CEO Club for Outstanding Sales Achievement, President's Club Award for Outstanding Sales Achievement, the Joe Berneski Leadership Award for Outstanding Leadership Skills. Dave has been a guest speaker at conferences all over the US. All right. This man's amazing, folks. So help me welcome David Cook. Enjoy the interview and take notes. Hi, Dave. How are you?
Ashish, how are you?
I'm doing good. Nice to see you. I would really want to actually start with the book because I thought the name of the book was How to Be a Great Salesperson. And then when I kept researching by Monday morning, it kept coming up by Monday morning. So I thought it was probably in one of those interviews, but then I was like, no, that's part of the book. So what does it mean, like by Monday morning? How did you come up with that book and the title?
Oh my gosh! Actually, I saw something once that was like how to get your kids to behave by Friday. Okay. I saw that and I went, oh yeah, that's kind of neat, So it's how to be a great salesperson by Monday morning, because my book is designed as a weekend read, kind of thing. And I've been doing this over 30 years. I've been so successful at this. I'm blessed to say thank you. The book is just filled with all the things that made me successful, all the tiny little things that people don't think of, They certainly don't teach in school. I can tell you that right now. So someone can read my book, pick up all those tiny little things, and big things as well, but little intricate things. And they'll go into work Monday morning, boom, charged up, ready to rock.
How much time did it take you to write the book?
2 years.
Wow. Okay. So
Yeah.
you actually put a lot of thought behind that before you
Oh
published
yeah.
it.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Some authors, I mean, they kind of do it for the sake of writing a book, but you kind of put a lot of thought behind that. So there are some people who just kind of have to get it done.
Oh, no, 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 no. Yeah, I'll tell you something, and I would like to include this in the interview also. I wrote the book. The reason why I wrote the book for my son, okay, because I want him to know everything that I know. I don't want to leave this earth thinking there's something I could have said to him that made his life easier, and I didn't, okay? So my book is filled with everything I want my son to know, and people pick up on that, and that's what's made
Wow.
it.
I'm sure he's proud of you, right?
Well, I would like to think so.
Yes. Yeah. Wow. So tell us like about the book. If you've got an entrepreneur reading the book and you wanted to talk to this kid, what would you suggest him? How do you become a great salesperson? Where do you get started? What are the first few steps?
Well, the first few steps is that my book, How to Be a Great Salesperson by Monday Morning, is written in chronological order. It's like what you should do if you want to become a great salesperson. It's step by step by step, okay? And the very first thing that you should do is it's been said that people make up their mind to do business with you within the first 7 seconds of meeting you, okay? So you want to make those 7 seconds count, right? So the very first thing you want to do with your customer is make them laugh. That's extremely important. Make them laugh, because when you make someone laugh, they relax, they open up. Endorphins are released in their brain. They're suddenly happy, and they give you credit for making them laugh. People pay comedians millions of dollars to make them laugh, And so make them laugh. They're on your side. And usually self-deprecating jokes work best. It's kind of like, if you hear something creaking, that's my bones. It's so cold out there. I can't take it anymore. Yeah. These are things they don't teach us in school. This is stuff that I've learned over 30 years. It's like it works, But, it's like it works. Okay?
It works, yes.
Yeah, but you get, first thing you do is you get them laughing. Then they'll relax. They go, oh, this is going to be fun. And relaxed people listen. Relaxed people buy. Okay, so get them to relax. And then after that, it goes, like I said, it's chronological order. It's first make them laugh, then it's enthusiasm, benefits, and urgency. Those are the next 3 steps. Okay.
Okay. So you said enthusiasm, and then you said
benefits,
and then urgency.
And then urgency. Yes.
All right. Okay. So why does benefits come before urgency? I mean, I know the answer, but I want everybody to know.
Okay, well, the reason why is, okay, so when you're in a sales situation, when you're showing somebody your product or services, what you want to stress, I mean, you really want to stress the benefits, because that's what they're buying are the benefits. Okay, and I get the urgency, 2 seconds. Okay, listen to this now. Let's say, for example, you're selling, it could be anything. Let's say that you're selling a baseball. The product doesn't matter, okay? The person buying this baseball, they don't care about the stitching in the baseball. They don't care about the leather in the baseball. What they're buying is the fact that they can play catch with their kids. That's the benefit. That's the magic, okay? That's what they're buying. They can play catch with their kids. Or maybe they can hit a home run, okay? The baseball is just a vehicle to get them there. So you want to stress, you can play catch with your kids. You can hit a home run. Don't go into like detail. Oh, this stitching is made out of this, leather is made out of this. They don't care about that. You may want to stress the baseball will last for 10 years or something, but stress those benefits. Play catch with your kids. You can maybe hit a home run. Okay. So always stress your benefits.
So it's not the features, right? It's not the description. It's about what they can get out of it. And you really, so how do you figure that out? Like, what do they want? Because the benefit would be different for different customers.
Well, usually, I mean, when somebody's selling something, they generally know, what their customer is going to get out of it. Like if you're selling that baseball, you know that person coming in is going to want to play catch with their kids, or you generally know why they're getting your product. And that's what you want to stress. You don't want to start going into, the screws on this are made out of so-and-so. People don't care about that. They just care about what they can get out of it, the fun they can have with it, or what's in it for them, or what's in it for me.
Yeah, yeah. I think listening and then analyzing and noticing things. Do they
Yeah,
walk in with their son, daughter, what's
yeah,
going through, asking them a lot of questions? That kind
yeah.
of really helps. A lot of times people miss that, Dave, right? They're in a rush to sell, and
Yes.
it's the other way around. And it's so difficult for a salesperson to be patient.
It is because
Eh,
you see your commission at the end, but but the thing is, and I'll get to that in a second. It's a thing called being a trusted advisor. I'll save that one till the end, if I may. Okay, because
Okay.
that's the ultimate
Yes.
goal. But yeah, you're right. She's ask your customer. Talk to them. Listen. We have two ears, one mouth. Okay, so
Use
that's why
them.
we have listen to your customer. Be quiet.
So then also, so I've got the benefits, and then what is the urgency part of it?
Okay. All right. Now, the thing about the urgency, everyone, is that the hottest anyone will ever be about your product or service is when they first see it. Okay. That's the hottest they will ever be, ever. Okay. And then after that, they go on about their business, they this and that, and suddenly they get involved in other things, and your product kind of gets on the back burner. They don't think about you so much. So that's why you have to have some type of urgency. You have to give your customer a reason to act now, or why should they? Okay. If you don't give them a reason to act now, your sale can just go off into la la land. It'll dissipate. It'll just go away. So you can do things, if we can do this by the end of the month, I'm allowed to do this, whatever
Hmm.
this is, or there's an expected price increase. Everybody knows everything's going up in price, so we want to get this done before an expected price increase, or whatever little bit of urgency there is to get the customer to move. And I love urgency. It's kind of like with your kids.
Hmm.
Is there anything wrong with trying to get your kids to do something that will make their life better? Obviously your product is going to make someone's life better, or why would you be selling it? If you don't think it's going to make someone's life better, sell something else. Okay, so there's no harm in pushing someone a little bit, to get them to purchase something
Because
that
you
will make their
believe
life
in that,
better.
right? That
Yeah,
it's gonna make their life better. So true.
yeah.
So Dave, I mean, I got to ask you this question because this is such an important question from a salesperson's career perspective today in 2021. Uh,
Yeah.
what is the importance of social media? Okay, how has the importance of a phone call changed? Has it changed? Is it less valuable, more valuable, equally valuable? And what would you say about virtual meetings in the times that we are living?
Mhm.
Like your raw honest opinion, because you've seen the world, you've seen different things. What do you feel about all these things?
Well, the thing is that people are craving, whether they know it or not, they are craving the human touch. They are craving the human experience. We're all locked up in a corner because of COVID. That's driving me. I don't know about you, but it's driving me. Well, sometimes it
Yeah.
drives me crazy. But people are craving that human touch. So a phone call, I'll talk to people. I can't get them off the phone. They're so happy to talk to somebody. I'm guilty of that also. I'll get someone on the phone. Oh, guess what I did the other day? I went to the store when I didn't go to the store, but yeah, whatever. But people are craving that human touch. So I mean, it all adds up. It's all great, but keep it human. Keep it. Think of like the human touch. That's so. Phone calls are still great. Social, any way you can contact your customer, contact your customer. But another thing, I want to bring this up real quick. This is so important, so incredibly important in all this social media stuff and everything else. The thing is, if you want to get your customers' attention, okay, listen to
Hmm.
this, is so important. If you want to get your customers' attention, what you want to do is say their name, okay?
Hmm.
That is so critical, because what it's been programmed in us since birth. If someone says your name, what do? You listen. When you say someone's name, you own their attention for 3 seconds. It's like Ashish, 2, 3. I just got your total attention, right? So
Yeah.
when you're putting on a demonstration, or you're about to make a really critical point with a wow factor in your product, right? First, say your customer's name. It's like, Tom. They can't help but listen. You see, if you use this, then you'll be able to hit a home run, or like I was saying, but it's so. the sweetest sound to anyone's ears is the sound of his or her own name. You can never say your customer's name too many times. They love it and you have their attention. So say their name.
Wow. No, yeah, it works. And sometimes people forget about it, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so
Oh, yeah.
now, so now, do you think with social media, right?
Mhm.
Uh, the relevancy of the topics which are inside your book, what are the things which are more relevant than what they were before? Because I personally believe, like you, I think you're going in that direction as well, that a phone call is very important.
Oh,
I think you use social media to get leads. That's pretty good. Makes your life easy. You don't have to really cold prospect all the time.
right.
Cold prospecting is good if you want to get mental toughness, and you should do it for the fun of that. Right?
I like that. Mental toughness. Boy, isn't
Right.
that the truth? Yeah.
Makes you tough. It's an exercise. So,
Yes.
but when it comes to closing deals, negotiating with people and
Mhm.
and moving the whole relationship on, I think a phone call is so important.
Oh, yeah.
So from your book, I've not yet read it, okay, but what are those things which are really more important today than they were when you wrote the book?
Whew. I really can't answer that. I really can't, because when you read the book, they're all still so important. I mean, you're connecting with another person just in another format. It's still the same old enthusiasm, benefits, urgency. Say your customer's name over and over. Uh, as well, there's like 49 sales tips in the book. Okay, I can't be. They're all equally important. So it doesn't matter how you connect with someone. You're still connecting. And there's
Hmm.
still these things you have to do to get to your sale and to show them how your product is going to benefit them.
Wow.
So I can't say that this one is more important than the other. I just can't say that, because you're still connecting with another human being, and they're all so incredibly important.
Wow, so this is important for people to know, right?
Mhm.
You as an audience, if you're 25 years old or 20 years old, starting your career in sales, you're probably never going to have a life without a phone, without a smartphone, without a computer. But people who are living with all these gadgets today,
Mhm.
including Dave, including me, and including a lot of other great guys, like minus me, right? All these people who've been here, who've done that for so many years, they
Right.
are telling you that all these things are still important. You can use technology as an enabler, but please listen, understand if you want to be really successful. Because what's happening with a lot of you guys is that you have a lot of followers, but you don't have money. And right.
So true. Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
how do you get the money is also important, and followers is great. You figured that out, so maybe you can teach us that, okay. But when it comes to making money, a sale is something you need to learn, has more things than just getting followers out there,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So that's what we're speaking about. So let's talk about the closing part of it, Dave. So
Okay.
in terms of closing a deal, so
Mhm.
you've spoken to a client, you shared the proposal, they've understood the benefits of it. Now they're taking that time, right, the follow
Mhm.
up process, and you
Mhm.
know that you're one call away from closing the deal if you can get it right.
Mhm.
Why is that a customer procrastinates? Is that something that a salesperson can do about? And B, what do you do when you eventually get through them, and how do you close the deal? Is there a process to close the deal?
Well, it goes back to the urgency that I just said. I mean, you have to give a person. I don't care what you're using, your smartphone, you're using whatever it is that you're using. It comes down to the urgency. We have to do this now. How many emails do you get? Well, final sale ends December 30th or something like that. Try to be a little more classy than that, though. But you know,
Yeah.
you don't want to get too weird.
Yeah.
But it's still all about urgency. But another
Hmm.
thing is, here's another thing, this is extremely important, okay, is that you have to assume the sale.
Hmm.
Assume the sale. What you're showing someone, you got to think that they already own this product. You're simply showing them how to use it. That's all it is. And another thing, say the word your, Y-O-U-R. This is all in How to Be a Great Salesperson by Monday morning. But say, oh, and this is your if you're selling a house, I don't know, whatever, it doesn't matter. This is your dining room. This is your garage. This is your bedroom. Because if you keep saying this is yours, 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 your customer psychologically thinks that they already own it. You know what I mean? Wow. Oh, it's mine. It's mine. They kind of get that in their head. You know what I mean? And like I said, leading someone to something that will make their lives better, I think is a great thing. You know, like showing your kids something that's great, you know? So do things like, so when it comes down to actually closing the sale, oh, here's another thing too. Oh, you make me think of all these great things.
Hey, we're waiting to hear those.
I could go on for 2 days.
Please.
But another thing, okay, another thing, you never want to call a contract a contract. Do not call it a contract. Call it an agreement. Okay, that's what you want. Contracts have gotten a bad reputation over the years, hence the phrase, the devil's in the details. You've always heard that. That deals with contracts, but call it an agreement, okay? And do not ever ask them to sign your contract. Ask them to okay your agreement, okay? That's what you do. So this is yours, okay, and we just have to get your agreement okayed here. Here's your agreement, just okay the agreement right here, and we're all set and good to go, okay? And then this is getting kind of deep, okay? But okay, and then you're all set and good to go, okay? Then at that point, bring up something they liked about your product, okay? You really liked the dining room, didn't you? Oh, yes, I did. Okay, then that takes them away from the shock of an agreement back into something they liked, and they're more likely to okay your agreement.
Wow. Yes. Yes. I can feel it. You know?
Yeah.
And so many times, I mean, while you were speaking, I was just thinking to the corporates over here that I sell to, I don't even make them sign an agreement. I just get an email, okay. And I'm like, hey, here's the thing, just an okay on the email, and boom, like we just start working. And they like that because it's not complicated, and you need to have trust in your work and the fact that you'll get paid, and you will get paid, right? Don't worry about that.
And it's like with DocuSign. I mean, it's the same thing. I'm going to send you over an email, whatever it may be. It's okay the agreement. I'm going to say just click electronic okay. It's always okay the agreement, whether it's paper, whether it's email, but never call it a contract. Okay.
Contract. That's complicated.
Yeah. Contract is like, oh, I'm locked in for life. Oh God, what am I going to do?
A lawsuit, a lawsuit. That's what they're thinking, right? Something's going to go wrong and there's going to be a lawsuit.
It's just simply okay the agreement, and we're all set and good to go. Okay. And I'll get back with you at 4:00 if I don't hear from you. Great. Is that good? You are always the caller. You are never the callee. You are the one who has to always schedule the appointments.
Yes.
Don't wait. If your customer says to you, oh, that sounds great, Dave. I'll get back with you Wednesday. I'm not going to wait for this person to call me back. That's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
No. I'll say, okay, Shirley, but I may be out of the office or something. How about if I get in touch with you? That might be easier. Oh, no, okay. Let's say 4:00 on Thursday. Yeah, okay,
There you go. Yeah. How important is follow-ups in this process?
Critical.
So when do you give up, and how do you know when to give up and when not to give up?
No, that's another good one too. Oh, I got so many things I can share here. It's just unbelievable. Well, like I just said, you always want to be the caller. You're never the callee. Follow-up is critical. When you're through with your presentation with someone, if it's not a one-call close, which we all love naturally, you tell them, okay, I have to check with my boss or whatever they say, Okay, all right, we're good, Sally, no problem. How about if I get back with you Thursday, on the 14th? Yeah, that would be great. Okay, but you are the one who always says to call. But here's a real good one's coming, Ashish. Okay. So you're following up with somebody. Let's say that you're following up with somebody for like the 7th time. Okay, and they're sick of hearing from you. You know that, Okay, but here's what you want to do. This has worked for me 99 times out of 100. When you get them on the phone, hi, Cheryl, this is Dave from XYZ company, and you can sense them going, that guy again, But here's what you want to do. You go, Cheryl, say the person's name, forgive my persistence, please. That's the line. Their name,
forgive
Cheryl,
my persistence.
Forgive my persistence, please. Okay. because you're humbling yourself. People like humble people. You're asking for forgiveness. You're saying please. Whenever you use that line, 99 times out of 100, it's like, Cheryl, forgive my persistence, please. They will say, oh, no. You're just doing your job. That's okay. I'm telling you, that line works. Use it, okay? I mean, you're going to call and go, I'm sorry to bother you. No, don't do that. No, Cheryl, forgive my persistence, please. Okay, now here's another one, okay? Once you got me going here, Ashish.
Yeah, there we go. That's what we wanted.
Okay, here's another one. Okay, let's say you're following up with somebody forever, right? You're emailing, you've sent them 20 emails, there's a sale in there, so you're not going to stop until you get it, right? Because you're good, right? So you're going to stay on it, like the little dog on your leg or something. But anyways, okay, but you've been chasing this person forever, It's time to cut it off, right? Here's what you want to do, okay? In your email, now this works, everybody. I've been doing it for years. In your email, what you want to let me think for a second. You put Bill, comma, this is my last email to you. Okay, that's what you want to put, and that is when you will that's when you're going to get a result. Okay, it's like Bill, subject line, Bill, this is my last email to you. I can't tell you how many times I've had people get back. Oh, Dave, I'm sorry. I've been traveling. They
don't like the end, right? They don't want it to end.
Yeah, but I've had so many people buy because I put, Cheryl, this is my last email to you. Oh, Dave, I'm so sorry. Why don't we go ahead and get that done? Because if you just keep sending emails, you become like their snooze alarm. They just tap you on the head. Okay, he'll be back tomorrow. But then again, if they say, I'm sorry, Dave, we just can't do it. Okay, at least you've cut it off. You're not wasting your time with this person anymore. And you can move on to somebody better, okay? But so many times I've had people reply, like I said, with like, oh yeah, Dave, I'm sorry I didn't get back. Well, let's get this started. Let's get this going now. Okay, I'll get you over to the DocuSign and you can okay the agreement.
You're so right. Yeah, I got it. And you know what? I wanted to ask you that question to get that reconfirmation. That follow-up is so important. That you don't give up if you believe in your product. You keep going because it's the right thing for them. And if you know how to have that conversation in the follow-up, the way that you just said it, name, forgiveness, asking, saying the word please, putting in the right language with the right tone, all those things together, you know how to follow up now. And when you do it, it works.
It works. Yeah, it does.
Amazing. Wow. All right. So I want to ask you one more question and then kind of come to know where can people find you more. I'm going to be in touch with you because I'm loving the chat. I mean, I'm just so happy. And I was going back to the way we started a few minutes ago and you got me laughing in the first few seconds.
Yes.
And I know you didn't do it like on purpose. It's just kind of the subconscious now, right? That you're a happy-go-lucky guy. You enjoy it, and best salespeople do enjoy it.
Yeah.
So one last question I want to ask you is, if you see somebody building their sales career now, right? They've got 20 to 30 more years to go in their life.
Starting their career. I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah, just kind of started or, few years into it, but they've got 20 to 30 years more, Dave. So these guys are going to sell different products. They're going to come up with better services, and then they're going to build a team. Some of them will go and start a business. Some of them will become great leaders, and then they will have to build other salespeople and things like that. What is that one biggest, and it's a big question, right? So you can take your time. What is that one biggest tip that you can give to them? If you've got more, happy for that. But what's that one biggest thing that you can tell to that guy or girl?
Let me see. I'm kidding. I was just kidding. I got it. I know what it is. The thing is, eventually, do everything that's in How to Be a Great Salesperson by Monday Morning, all those steps, say the customer's name, enthusiasm, benefits, urgency, agreement, contract. That's all in there, okay? That will get you sales. There's no question about it. But ultimately, what you want to become, I don't care what you do in the whole wide world, is that you want to become your customer's trusted advisor. You want to supersede salesperson, okay? And you want to go into the trusted advisor status, okay? That's when you have a customer for life. And to give you an example, excuse me, to give you an example, I have horrible taste in clothes. Okay. My wife told me to wear this shirt. She says,
hey, it's looking nice.
I have horrible taste in clothes. Just horrible. Okay. Buy a shirt by myself. My wife wasn't with me. I'd go to a store. I'd try it on. I would literally stop people walking in the store. I go, excuse me. I said, excuse me. I said, do you think this shirt looks good on me? They would look at me like, whoa. Yeah. And of course, yeah, it looks fine. Looks fine. And then I would bring the shirt home and my wife would go, that's horrible, blah, blah, blah. But anyways, I really did that often. But,
wow.
One time I went to a local outlet mall, right? Because I needed to buy a shirt. Okay. So I picked up this shirt and I looked at this sales lady. She was dressed very well. She looked really sharp. I said, excuse me. I said, do you think this shirt would look good on me? She goes, no. I went, oh, I ask, she says, that shirt would not look good on you, but this one would. She held up another one. I went, oh, okay. So I went and tried on the shirt and I said, your shirt looks good. She, yep, looks fine. Okay, so I bought the shirt, went to work a couple of days later, and everybody at work is like, oh my God, that shirt's awesome, man. Where'd you get that? I'm like, oh, yeah, got it at the store. Okay, so a few days later, I went back. I said, you have a jacket and pants to go with this? She, oh, yeah. She handed me the sport coat, and I tried it on. She, yeah, it looks great. So anyways, a day or two later, I wore the whole thing to work. Everybody at work was like, oh my God, that's awesome, man. Where did you get that? Same thing, right? So now when I always go to her to get my clothes, and she just hands me stuff. I don't even try it on. I'm like, okay, thanks, see ya. Whatever she says goes because she proved herself. She's become my trusted advisor. I didn't have to think about it. I need some pants. What you got? Oh, here, Dave. Blah, blah. Okay, thanks. See ya.
And she didn't even build a relationship with you, right? That's kind of weird. She just gave it to you straight up. No, this doesn't look good. This does. But you could still build trust because she gave you value. She gave you what you wanted, right?
Yeah, big time value. And when I wore that stuff to work and everybody was like, man, that's awesome. I'm like, really? Okay, thank you.
Wow. So, wow. And how does that go if she would have, kind of built a relationship with you? Like if she was, she built that rapport, asked a few things about you with the value, that would be awesome, right?
Well, yeah, that eventually came into play also as I would, hi Megan, how you doing? Oh, Dave, what's up? How you doing? Yeah, I'm fine. What have you been doing? All this and that.
But I think that came because of you, because you're such a happy-go-lucky guy.
yeah, probably so. Now that I think about it, I don't know. I think it was when I asked her if something looked good on me and she said no. I went, oh, that sort of.
She got your attention.
She got my attention and she got my trust, I guess with that. She, oh, sure, that looks good. I'll sell the shirt, get the commission. Yay. She was like, no, she wanted a customer for life, and that's what she got by being brutally honest with me,
Amazing. Wow, Dave, there's so much in there. I'm just looking at it. Wow. I have to go back to this interview and listen it to a couple more times to get it right. It sounds simple, but the name, benefits, urgency, starting with the laugh. I've missed the starting with the laugh part because I sell to corporates, and a lot of times I feel that I have to be professional and I forget that they're humans too, right? And it's
they put on their pants in the morning. They got this, that car trouble, whatever it may be. Yeah. And they love to laugh, everybody loves to laugh. And I would rather hang out with somebody that makes me laugh, here comes Ashish, that guy, he's funny, man. You're going to like him, blah, blah, blah,
I know, right? Yeah. I was just thinking if we were in the same town and we were having this conversation, it would be so much more amazing. Okay. All right. Well, Dave, it's a pleasure. And where do we find you? Where does the audience connect with you? What's the best way to get in touch?
I thought you'd never ask. Okay.
No, I would.
Well, speaking of that, there's my book. Okay. All right. I'm gonna show off a little bit here. Okay. There's my book, How to Be a Great Salesperson by Monday Morning. And there you go. Okay. And for somebody, if you need larger print, okay, we got. I'm just kidding. But anyway, well, all you do, you just go to www.davidr as in Robert, davidrcook.com. Okay. That's it. www.davidrcook.com. That's how you can get in touch with me. Also, if you want, and I would like you to be on my email list. Definitely. If you do get on that, you get a free top 10 tips you must use now to increase your sales.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's really good. So you get on the email list, that's free.
I'm going to sign up. Going to get your book.
Yeah. And then my masterclass is on there as well. I have a masterclass that's doing incredibly well.
What's the masterclass about?
It's about everything we're talking about right now, but it's me talking it out. It's me with my natural enthusiasm and excitedness and everything. It's like 49 videos. And wow. it goes, the book is good, really good. When my book, I'm going to brag, okay? When my book was published, 3 months after it was published, it was selected as the top 10 must-read book in sales and marketing by Top Sales World, okay?
Yeah.
So proud.
And I kind of bragged about it too when I gave your introduction before you joined in.
Oh yeah. Well, you got me wound up here. What can I say? Yeah, but the information about the masterclass is on there. It's like, obviously I could throw more into the masterclass because it's me talking about it. It's like I say, it's 49 videos with I think you'll agree. I'm very proud of it.
Wow.
Great stuff.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna get the book. I'm going to sign up to your newsletter. And when people see this, when it's up on YouTube, I mean, you guys going to see it when it's up, of course. Sign up. You're so much fun. And I think when you're listening to somebody, when you're learning somebody, if somebody knows how to be fun, it just makes the whole process so much more adventurous, right? Yeah. It's like, wow, I want to be. Hey, my last question, just personal, out of curiosity, where do you get so much fun from? Like, is it you picked it up, or it's just always been you?
Something. I play music. I play the saxophone and I sing. Yeah, and I played in bands all my life. I've recorded, I've traveled, I've toured. I've always been on stage. I started on stage when I was 14 years old. I think that has a lot to do with it because I've always been in front of an audience. And I don't know. Maybe that's it, but I just get excited. I don't know. That could be it. I'm thinking that's probably where it started. Just the idea of an audience makes me feel good. I'm a performer. I'm an entertainer. All salespeople are. A lot of them don't know it. But all salespeople are performers and entertainers. You really kind of have to know that because you are an entertainer.
Yes, wow. No, I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Like it's so much fun talking to you. It's a pleasure. I'm going to connect with you again. So we will continue this conversation. And in the meantime, I want to wish you a very, very happy New Year's, Dave, because we're talking just the day before New Year's.
Yeah, you too, Ashish. And the best to you, your family, everybody, man. Let's talk, please. Let's talk again someday. I would love that. All right, buddy. Thank you so much, Ashish.
Thank you so much. All right. Happy New Year's to you and your family.
Oh, thank you. Bye-bye.